Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gyms of War Guild Wars week 26, day 5. It is a yellow day. So today we are going to be throwing all the famine, get all the disables, and get all of the wins hopefully. Of course we still have those nice unique teams. He's running, interesting, I haven't seen this around for a while. He is running the offensive version of the Great Maul Skull Spam team. A little bit odd since a lot of people do use Gorgolfa on this day, but yeah, that can be quite devastating. The team itself is really good. Using it for defend on this particular day, not quite sure. But definitely a really strong team if it gets going. First thing I need to make sure, it feels weird seeing a Mercy. This used to be really meta a long time ago, where basically at the beginning of every single battle, you had to make sure, okay, will Mercy get anything from the board? And if so, you had to go and clear the board to make sure that she wouldn't get any value. And we're kind of in that situation right now. I gotta basically explode the board and just hope it doesn't give her anything. And it does look like it's a miss. But I had to do that mainly because she had way too many options on the board prior. I am using the, of course, the Moloch version of this right now. I do prefer using this instead of like a Traxxas or something like that. There are definitely a lot of other things you can do there, like a Garuda and Traxxas and stuff like that, but I go for the Moloch just so we get the quicker lockdown onto the enemies. So we'll let him do his thing. Wait till he actually accumulates a little bit more mana. There isn't really much a point in throwing on anything yet. We do get a little bit slow on the damage. You know what? Maybe I will go for something. Let's just go try getting that Mercy killed. She's not really a big threat at all on the opposing team, but she's still something we're going to need to keep poking. There we go. And Great Maul looks like he's just going to take himself out. He can't really do anything much with his actual skulls that he ends up getting, so don't really need to worry about that to a high degree. Actually, we can just go clear him right now. I think I'll go for it. Might as well. So that's one Great Maul out of the way. Now all we need to do is just reaccumulate our mana and get a decent cascade. Pretty nice. We could just go for a skull and start chipping him down that way and go from there. So he gets that. Obviously got to go drain that. This time we are going to go with the famine option. I'm just going to use it on him because we're going to save our Moloch for her, of course. This drags him down low enough that we can just go for the Gorgolfa kill. Actually, probably would have been a bit better to go for Amnesia there. Not too big a deal, though. We can use Amnesia now after the fact. Speaking of that, let me go for the kill now. She now has enough mana. All she needed was 4 higher mana, and we were able to get the kill there. So we'll just go explode everything. Very nice. That gives us our Moloch, and we are pretty much just good to go. We can go throw that down. Might as well just go Moloch tap him. Doesn't appear to be any extra turns or anything like that. So we'll just go for that. Go for a nice explosion. Hello everyone, by the way. Hello Nautical. Hello JZG. Hello Henny. Hello Nico. Hello Gillax. And hello Alucard. Welcome. So obviously he's within one-shot range. He doesn't even need the boost ratio, and he goes down to that. Perfect. So let's go make the other 4 battles go like that. Hey, a runic. I need green runic so badly on my other account. Don't taunt me with them. I don't need them on this account. Though more is appreciated, but still, I don't need them anywhere near as much as I need them on the other account. Okay, he's running Elamagrim team, except Elamagrim and Lass. That I don't mind as much because the Elamagrim won't get as much value, and we don't have like any kind of Devour or anything, so him being in the last slot isn't really helping him in this particular situation, so it'll be good for us. Since he has bad, or I wouldn't say bad order, but it's order that isn't as good against the team that we're using now. I always prefer using it the other way around, even against Devour. This is my personal preference because I always feel like it gets a little too clunky if you don't get the loop going, particularly against Freeze and stuff. He should probably be fine this battle though, he'll do okay. Yep, he's already doing okay, so we'll get the Infernus and stuff like that. Main thing I need to do is get 1 mana drain though, and once we do, particularly a famine, we're pretty much good to go to win this. So he got rid of most of purple there, even though he got pretty lucky on them. Unfortunately, he was smart enough to go for brown there. But then he cast an Elamagrim, so he did indeed miss. We have immune to burn on essentially this entire team. That's one other nice thing about this team. We have 3 with immune to burn. Very rarely comes into play, but it works really good against things like Elamagrim and Furnace, stuff like that, because they can't get the burn off. We have immune to burn, and of course immune to burn, all on their first trait. So quite convenient in that regard. We'll just go and get rid of all these purples that he's about to go double. And we do indeed get an extra turn. Very nice. Out of nowhere, the extra turn. Do we go for Gorgolfa or Amnesia here? I believe we lean towards an Amnesia. Because I need to make sure more of the yellow goes into our troops that we need right now. So we'll go do that. And there we go. We got every single thing up. And we got a skull. And we got an extra turn. So that definitely was the correct move then. Skull will not be enough damage. And because of that, I guess we just go for a Moloch here. I don't really need to famine him. That's a bit overkill. Or you know what? I could actually leave him alive and famine a bigger target. I think the biggest threat on his team right now is Infernus. So instead, let's actually go for that. We'll use our Infernus for this. So we'll throw the entirety of Infernus down. And we have a drop, so we'll go take that real quick. Actually, I didn't really need to do that. That barely even gave us any value. Let me go get rid of this death mark he just set on us. And very nice, we got the double skull. I was going to Moloch him, but that works too. Move that over, move that over. And what can we do here for a kill? I guess we can go for the Moloch tap and then work from there. I don't need a famine or anything. Nothing has mana since we just kind of famined him already. So now he's building up there. We'll probably throw the next famine down there. Don't really have much to do, so we'll go and get the Moloch up. That'll give us another single target that we can go throw down. Probably just throw it on him, get him with the double. Actually, you know what? Let's actually get the other one with a double, and then we'll famine that one. That'll be the game plan then. Because we're already going to be doing physical damage to him. Even though he has stone skin, we'll be able to hit through all of that. So now all we have to do is get one Moloch, exactly so. And we can go kill that out. Please stop extra turning. There we go. So do we kill this? Yeah, or do we just famine now? I think we famine first, so we get more damage on him for the boost ratio. And now our skull should also one-shot it. No, never mind. He reduced our skull slightly. So it's not one-shot yet. What we can do is simply just Moloch that and then basically anything into a skull. Oh, wait. He got a kill, though. Ooh, I was not expecting him to actually get a kill. But we'll do that. And now all we need is one little tap. Doesn't matter how. Anything we do to him will kill him. Well, I was not actually expecting that kill to go through. Oh, I should have just taken the red. Oops. Could actually won right there. But we got famine instead. Okay, that didn't go as planned, but still the 4-troop win. That's what mainly matters there. Could have taken away a little bit of our score. At most, we only lost like 50 points or so from that. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Anna. Yes, it is my birthday today. Actually, right now is technically like actually my birthday. I think I was born around like 7 p.m.-ish, somewhere around there. So yeah, it's pretty much like 1 hour prior to now. Or right now, I don't remember the exact time. But somewhere around that general area. Let's see. Hello, Bakchon. You just got Prismatic Orb. Interesting. I believe that's 25 all hero masteries, if I'm not mistaken. Not impressed. Don't know if using it right. Oh no, Prismatic Orb is pretty bad. The only thing that is pretty good about Prismatic Orb, or the only thing it really has going for it, is it's only 2 hero weapons that uses every color. And out of both the 2 hero weapons that, despite the fact that you get Prismatic Shard, Prismatic Orb before you get the other item, Prismatic Orb is actually better than the other 6-color hero weapon. But yeah, it's the only, one of only 2, and basically the only viable hero weapon that covers all the colors. The only thing you really use it for is as a backup for a Rowan team that happens to not cover every single color. Like a Rowan team that's only covering like maybe 4 colors or something like that. That's basically the only thing it really gets used for. That or any kind of armor boosting troop like Guard's Avatar, Setite Warrior, stuff like that. But for the most part, no, you basically never use Prismatic Orb. It is relatively bad with almost everything. And unless you're specifically using it to armor buff someone that needs a really, really high armor, there's almost no point in using it. It's generally used in an all-loop team, focused on some kind of armor buffer to make them into a really large troop. And with how many Krakens and stuff are around right now, it's basically non-existent in the game because it's just not really good against what's used right now. So no one's bothering to use it. Yeah, I wouldn't really bother with it. It's not that you're using it wrong, it's just it doesn't really have much of a purpose right now. It may in the future. It has had the purpose in the past, but basically no one ever runs it. What do we even target right now? I guess we go for his Summoner. Is probably the biggest threat, so we'll start Moloching him. We'll throw Famines on the front line, just to make sure that we can... We're hitting him with skulls anyway, so it'll just keep piling down the damage on him. So that should give us full mana on almost everything. Yep, everything except 1 mana off on Moloch. So, do we Famine? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think I'm going to Famine here. I know it's not enough to kill. It wasn't intended to kill. But we'll go and... Oh, I should have Amnesia there, though. Could have gotten more mana into our Famine. I need to keep doing that. I keep not using... Amnesia when I should be using her. I keep using Gorgoltha instead. Almost every instance is actually better to use Amnesia. Very rarely would it be better to go for the Gorgoltha right up front. Let's see. Do we go for another Moloch? Yeah, I think we go for another Moloch tap. Then we Gorgoltha for the full mana on Famine. Then we throw Famine on first slot. And double check the board. Looks good. And we do what we just said. But first, let me actually go for the Moloch kill. And now we can go for Famine on first slot. And then we go for Amnesia. And we go from there. We'll do that on red. Get a nice board clear, or most of it. He'll poke us. Oh, come on! We did that on red specifically to get you to full mana. Oh, we'll go explode again. And we might as well just let it die to explosions at this point. Because it's going to anyways. We'll go do this on... Ooh, what spread looks the best? I think green. We'll go for that. Oh, I should probably double check to see if that would actually be enough damage. That's kind of important. We'll go through a Moloch there. I think we're just going to go for triple Moloch. Yep, Amnesia. Stop using the wrong one. There we go. Another Moloch. And, oh, I should have actually timed that, or waited a turn. Didn't realize she was that close to death. Wow. I'd already gotten her. We just waited for that one little mana to go, or 2 mana, I should say. Oh, she's going to get hit now, too. We can't stop that unless we get an extra turn right now. Oh, well, that's convenient. That's really convenient. That was exactly what we needed. Is it true? Let's see. No, Teknai is still the highest level person. I have not seen anything showing that he wasn't. He's level 1,700 right now. No one... The next highest is like 300 and something levels below him. There's no one even close. Unless they've been dormant this entire time or something. But that would be really, really unlikely that we haven't noticed someone who's like level 1,500, 1,800, something like that. You'd probably have seen them a lot by now. Generally, most people that do power level don't actually play in PvP, but you'd notice them to at least some degree prior to them reaching like level 1,700 something. Let me go check. I can go check real quick off the official thingy. But last I heard, the devs confirmed that the person who is below Teknai right now is the number 2nd person. So that means someone even below that would have had to have grinded like 24/7. I'm trying to find Gems of War database. Wait, I forget the initials for it now. Oh yeah, GoDB. I forgot. Fail. It's GOWDB.com, which is Gems of War database.com is what all those little letters stand for. Let me check the little high score thingies. But yeah, he should still be the highest person. Let me see, hero level. And yeah, he's still the highest. This hasn't updated yet. But he's level 1,700. The person in second is around 1,400, a little bit below. So he has over a 300 level gap above the person in second right now. So yeah, that's a pretty large gap that will probably never be closed, especially with how much he plays. His whole goal was to be the highest level in the game, though. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I kind of don't want to take the brown. But what else do we have? Oh, we could take red skull. Okay, that's fine. Sweet. And then we'll take another skull. And then we can just Moloch it. Well, assumably we'll get Moloch soon. We'll go take the skull. If nothing else, maybe we'll get another skull tap on it. So we can go purple to brown. Oh, wait. There's an extra turn here. I didn't even see that. Nice. It's even more than what I was going to take. And it gives us a skull. Perfect. Sweet. So we'll take that. So now we don't need to worry about him randomly draining us. That's good. Now it's only us who shall drain him. We'll take that for some manas. A lot of manas, actually. That gives us a Moloch. I think I'm going to throw this immediately on Famine, just in case something weird happens that he wants to go do. So he'll just take a skull to blue. Not really too worried about that. Oh, doesn't that do triple to yellow? Yes. Okay, I should probably worry about that, too. Forgot about that guy. I can take a skull here. And then wait on the Moloch. Okay. Who's more of a threat? Famine? Or that guy? Let's see, that's 15? That's 15 out of 24, right? That's 9 mana. I think we can survive that long. Oh, well, let me take that first. Let me go Moloch this. Okay, so he didn't get a surge, he didn't get full mana there, that's perfectly fine. We can just explode that. There's our Famine. So regardless of what he really does here, perfect. We win. So, who should I throw this on? Famine or the other guy? I think we throw it on other guy. Even though we could have Molocked him in like 2 shots or even 1 shot. But yeah, I think he's a little bit more of a threat. He can almost 1-shot us. And I don't want that much damage. Him even just hitting us would lower our score by like 30, 40, 50 points. Who knows? It would be a lot of damage, is the bottom line. We don't want it touching. So we'll go for double Moloch on Famine and then just kill out the other one with, Moloch that and then Famine the other one is the game plan here. We'll go throw this on yellow. That should be full mana for him. Yep, got off the Cascade. And no, don't even dare. Don't. No, even more don't. Ow. Oh, he might actually win. He has a good lead right now in his mana after that. Wow, that escalated quickly. Well, apparently I should have hit the Famine. The more you know. Do we even bother getting Amnesia up at this point? I think I might just let it die. I don't think I have enough turns to get Amnesia up. Also, he might get another Moloch before I even get to do anything. Let's distract him with a Skull. We'll definitely take it. We'll take the bait. We'll take the extra turn. Very nice. Okay, we'll go Amnesia. And, oh wait, we don't have true damage anymore, do we? Oh, well, that could be a bit of an issue. Let's go for that. Now I need a Grigoltha. He doesn't get full mana, which is good for us. We'll take our extra turn right there. This needs to give Famine full mana right now or we lose. Oh! That's not full mana. Okay. What do we do then? What do we do? Okay, that just made this a lot harder. What do we do? I somehow need to get an extra turn, like, right now. While also taking the mana I need. Whatever he touches dies. That Famine. I think we take the rightmost brown and just hope we get so ridiculously lucky. Because the blues won't fit there. If these 2 blues were like 1 higher, if that blue was right there, I would take this and try hoping for either triple blue or the other triple. But yeah, we have to take one of these 2 browns. We don't really have a choice. We can either take that to the left, that to the right, or that down. Actually, let me take this one to the right. Nope, they didn't give us anything. Oh, there goes another one. Amnesia is still alive. So if we wanted to go down that route, we technically could. Don't think I will be, though. What do we go for full mana here? Well, brown doesn't actually give us any value. I mean, the red. Why did I say brown? We'll move that down. Why? Okay, never mind. We can take that. So we'll go for that. Get our explosion. Come on, Amnesia. We need you. You should have already been full mana. I want to get that summon just so we don't lose as much points. We still lose quite a bit of points, but at least we got the revive. Oh, don't you dare! No! No! Famine has just hit us 3 times. Title misleading. It's not one Famine to rule us all. It is that Famine. Actually, I guess that is one Famine. Wow. Okay, I don't even care at this point. We're not getting it. We're killing him now. I'm not risking it again. He's just going down. We're just burning points at this point. Okay. What even? There, he's done. We could have done that like a billion turns ago, but I wanted to try reviving it. Nope. Well, we're up against this team again. Is it the same order or different order? It is correct order this time. So let's see if it does any better. Probably won't, because we have immune to burn basically on everything on our team. Seems really weird to use this team on a brown or a red day. I mean, a yellow or a red day, just because of how many both of those category troops have immune to burn. Now to figure out our game plan here. Most of the core mana I need to start off... Oh, excuse me. Most of the core mana we need to start off with aren't available. So I guess we'll start going into Amnesia. And we'll just take some browns. Move that over. Doesn't get any value out of it. We could take... Oh no, but... I guess I go for the red. Yeah, we'll go for the red there. If we can find another red Surge, we'd have enough mana to go and poke him down. We can take Skull. He doesn't get anything out of it, apparently. But we don't really get anything out of it either. It does stop him from death marking us, though, which is kind of good. So we'll do that. Oh, we got a double Skull, too. Okay, good thing I did not give that to him, then. Now we need to deny purple. which isn't available to actually deny. I'll just take some blues and let him do whatever. Oh, he finally death marked us. Well, we can take that. Didn't get our extra turn, but we got plenty of mana. He does indeed hit. Followed by a mitt. Oh, come on. That was the first possible turn it could have died, and it does. The return of instant kill death mark. Actually, that wasn't instant, but pretty instant. As instant as it can possibly be in the current state of the game. It died to that. Alright, we'll just explode some purples here. This explodes everything except like 4 of them. I was like, hello Vix, and thank you. Of course. Notice your post about Scorpius earlier. What are the odds? Oh, what was your post about Scorpius? Sorry. Helps in arena as a mana generator. Wait, what was that? Oh yeah, prismatic shard in or orb in arena for mana generation is okay. It's pretty decent. Let's see. Yeah, get Tacet's. The person named Tacet's girlfriend is Techni. He just has his name like that to troll the chat and everything. Hello, Mortax, welcome. Wait, how do you power level? Power level is done by basically doing any really easy challenge with the quickest team in the game, which is currently the Bombot team, which is Elspeth, Bombot, Hero using Black Manacles with fully traded Mechanist class, and fully traded Troglodyte. There isn't anything known within the game that can win quicker than that. And you just keep spamming that on challenges on the highest possible difficulty that you can one-shot the easiest challenge in the game, which is generally the first challenge in the Vineyard Field, so there are a few other ones that can be used. But normally I just go with that one, because it has the lowest durability of any challenge. What do we move here? I guess we go for a red, but then we'd have to go for another red after that red. So many reds. Okay, we'll do it. He does get a skull poke out of it, too. That's not really too big a deal, though. So that drops down. There is a red that we can take, and I believe I am going to go for it. There's 2 different ways we can go. I think we'll just go for this way and get a Moloch on him. Is that enough to kill? No. Not enough mana. It's going to be a really big hit, but it's not going to be enough to hit. I mean, to kill. Enough to hit. It's not a big enough hit to hit. I guess that could happen if it was actually mitigation. There isn't any kind of mitigation like that, though. Everything in this game at minimum does like 1 damage because it's impossible to mitigate something to 0. At least in this game. That's funny. It did it in reverse order. Hit there and then there. Made it look like it was so many shots because it boom, 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 and then like did a line all the way up. I find that fascinating. Okay, so where do we need to throw? I don't really need these greens at the moment. I need this one to go down already. I need a blue too, so Amnesia can just do her thing. Purple would also work, but neither are available. Is this green seriously the only move? Am I missing something here? I believe that green is really the only move on the entire board. Either down or... Actually, there's 3 different ways we can move it. We can move it left, right, left, down. Actually, both of those lefts would be almost the exact same thing. We'll move it that way. Hey, actually got skull distracted. Huh, interesting. So we'll go take that. Actually, purple wouldn't have gotten into it. Because we have the thing in the way. I'll just go throw that down. I need that to die. Oh, what? What? Not like that. I need that to die. Not you. He just goes down out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, I'm done now. Okay. Gotta make sure I definitely summon this time. Resummon the troops we've lost. Because this battle is the final battle and it costs a lot more. There we go. Thank you for hitting HP in a 1 in 4 chance. There we go. So all we have to do now is basically just take blue, summon, and then win. Oh, don't. What? Oh! What? Okay, moral of this story. Do not try getting the summon. I need a rechange title. RIP. It was a famine to rule them all, but, don't try reviving the 4th. Troop or something. There we go. Ripperonis. Don't overtry. There we go. That is... what even? Rip. Now that... what even? I don't even know. I can't think of a good title for that. The Risk of the Fourth. Let's go with that, sure. I don't know. Title doesn't matter too much. There we go. Thank you, Mortax. I know, it's like, here's your lose. Happy birthday. What a way to lose that final battle. Ow. Ow. Well, in all fairness, we weren't going to stay in this bracket anyways, but ow. Feels weird constantly going down to bracket 2. I think it's going to be like our 3rd or 4th time. I don't recall for sure. But yeah, we're heading back down. We still have 2.5 people that haven't done their battles. Like 2 people that haven't done their battles like all week. And 1 who hasn't done it since like the 2nd day. So if they do their battles, there's a chance we still make top 8. But yeah. At least we didn't do too bad. It looks like right at the end of the week is when it started going down. Yesterday and today. But 5-0, 5-0, 5-0, 4-1, 4-1. Still okay. Still one of the highest too. We're 43,000. That definitely hurt us not getting that win there. But yeah, we're probably not going to be probably going to be like Herald next week or something. Maybe even a little lower than that. We'll see. Anyways, not too important. Let's go do dungeons. That's for underestimating Infernus all the time. I do not underestimate Infernus. He has a lot of damage. I just don't normally use him within non-burn-oriented teams. And what he was using it in, it was a burn-oriented team. Also, though I do have to say, I lost to an Infernus using a basically fully immune team to burn. Gosh. Okay, why am I here? I need to go to dungeons. To the dungeons! Let's go clear through these with not that. Let's actually go back to dragons. I've been enjoying using dragons again. The simplicity of these guys. One of my favorite teams in the game is stuff based around this. They're just so relaxing to use. And what's nice is they can even take on the meta pretty easily. The only thing they're really bad against is kind of past, came and went. It's mana drain. This team is not that good against mana drain spam. But not that many people run mana drain spam anymore. So might as well start using it again. It was really popular for several months, but then ever since Wisps and the whole Kraken thing started coming around, people, or Forest Troll I should say, Forest Troll and Wisp, when those two came out, basically started to change things up there. But because everyone started shifting into those instead of using drain spam. Some people still use it, particularly with Scion and stuff. But it's not nearly as prevalent as it was before. It'll be like 1 in 10 battles now, instead of before where it was more than half the battles we'd have to do. Yeah, this thing just runs so easily. And the only thing you actually have to figure out where to cast is the KrissTigger. If you even want to decide where to cast it, you can just randomly throw it if you want to. Of course, that's not as efficient as actually figuring it out, but sometimes it just takes too long to try to get a good move for it. So it's not always worth going out of your way for. We'll just go for double purple here. It looks like we'll need to take 1 more because we didn't get a surge. Oh, we'll simply move that over. Get a nice little poke. And see, get that. Get our KrissTigger. Go from there. Yep, that didn't align. And he just kills itself. That was really annoying when I was trying to do it with my other account earlier. I would never actually think him to be useful because he doesn't actually one-shot in late game. But I keep forgetting, in early game, he easily one-shots every single thing you could possibly ever use. You gotta be careful with that guy. Oh no, he got the revive in there. It's gonna be a little annoying, but should still have the damage to take him out. He would stop extra turning. That'd be great. There we go, triple kill, and that's match. All he has left is 1 useless troop, and he'll die to the skulls there. Well, it's not a 4x dragon team. I believe I still have it named 4x dragon. It's not. It's 3. Obviously, Grigolfa is not a dragon. He tries to be, though. He's on fire. That half counts. You know, I might be able to get a legitimate 4x dragon team going again, depending on what the... Actually, let me see. What color? I don't think it actually has been decided yet. But there is a spoiler showing that... but there's actually 2 things that might get used for it. Either the new mythic, the next mythic, not the one that's currently out right now, obviously, but the one that's coming next after this one that's already out, is going to be a dragon. It's going to be the 2nd mythic dragon in the game. The first one right now is Elamagrim, of course, and this other guy is going to be a new one, and he does full AoE. Really important there, full AoE, and he does explosions. But of course, full AoE synergizes with additional full AoE, so going to be nice to be able to hit all enemies with that kind of stuff. So let me see. His color would be green, red, yellow. He misses brown. If only he had brown. If only he could replace out red with like brown or something, we'd be good to go with that. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the exact coloration we need. I don't believe the new dragon in the new kingdom is colored yet. Oh, yes, it is. Based on what we currently can see, it is a red-yellow. So again, it covers one of the colors, not both. We just need a good brown-yellow dragon that does full AoE damage. The second that comes out, that team is going to be even more ridiculous than what it is now. But oh well. Because there isn't really a good brown dragon option right now, I don't believe. Other than Salvani Mora, but he has one of the lowest damages of any dragon. It's slightly more than Dragon Soul, but he doesn't gain nearly as much mana back. Oops, let me go to brown. If we go to every brown dragon, the only one that's really viable right now is Elamogrim for the most part. And that you need a burn for. So Drake Rider, no. Let's see. So that basically brings it down to... Well, of course, Dragonian Monk, but he doesn't actually have damage. Talking about damage sources. So we have Elamogrim, and we have Leviathan. And that's as far as it... I mean, Salvani Mora. Well, Leviathan too. But at Mythic, it's like... How much damage is that? That's about 23 damage. Salvani Mora is 20. And Elamogrim is 26 plus loop. This is like 20-ish to 23 with no loop. And this is 20 with a small chance of loop. So yeah, that doesn't really leave much. A little bit lacking in browns. But oh well. We'll just have to go with, I guess, Salvani Mora if we... Salvani Mora in the last slot. It also helped to be an anti-Skull Spam, so in case Skull Spam makes a comeback in the near future, that would also help to counter that out. So we'll see. But anyways, let's go to PvP. Did we do all the dungeons? Did I make sure to claim the thingy? There was one of the days I actually did dungeons, but forgot to claim the thingy. There we go, yeah. Wish there was a way to like auto-button that. I think they deliberately make you go there just so you'll have to see the $5 thingy. That it shows there. It's like, hey, buy the $5 thingy. We actually bought 6 of them. But that was just so we could do a video on the 2 things quickly. So, yeah. Let's go move that over. What else we need to go move? Move that up. Oh, well, no, I didn't break the blue. The blues. Is there even anything brown-yellow with AoE? That's a good question. There's AoE protection. Dragonian Monk full AoE protects your team. It's not full AoE damage, though. I'm trying to think of one. It's actually a good question. Famine single target. Yeah, you might be... Cockroach is a single target. You might be right. There might not even be a brown-yellow with full AoE, let alone a dragon full AoE. Brown-yellows are normally tank or support troops for the most part. Very few of them even have damage on them. And even the ones that do, like Famine, he's support, technically. Yeah, let me go check. There might not even be one in the entire game. It was that way for green-yellow for a while, but then they finally added Grapple Pot. Let me see. Brown-yellow with full AoE. Let's see. No. Autumn Imp... never mind. That's not brown-yellow. Wait, why is it not... Oh. Duh. There we go. Let's see. Oh, Dust Devil, but that doesn't really count. He does 5 damage. That's basically 0. Oh, Guard's Avatar. There's one, but he ends his turn automatically. Oh, and King Mikhail. Never mind, there are some. But none of them are dragons. Yeah, there's King Mikhail. There's Guard's Avatar, who's probably the most viable of them. There's Mongo and a 1 in 6 chance. And that is it. That leaves only 3 then. And Steam Turret, we can't really count. That's basically useless. Yeah, that really only leaves Guard's Avatar and King Mikhail. King Mikhail is pretty weak. Assuming he doesn't have Enrage, it's only 7. It's basically a 1-to-1 ratio on his mana cost, which is horrifically bad. Even with the boost ratio, it's only 23, which is basically just average. He has the same problem that a Salvani Mora has. He's basically just a Salvani Mora, except without the benefit of getting in a tangle. So not really that good. Guard's Avatar is really good, but it's pretty bad against Krakens, which is why it's basically non-existent right now, because Krakens are literally everywhere. And, yeah, that's about it. If Krakens ever went away, he would make a big comeback. But, as long as Krakens are around, and as long as Wisps are around, he's never going to be used ever. Just because of how easily he gets disabled by both of those 2 things. What is a very good counter against Forest Troll, Double Kraken, Queen Mab? Anything that can remove a lot of green and a lot of blue. Asha that they added recently, like, what was it, like a month or two back, is particularly good at countering that if you really need it. But yeah, really just counter out their manas, make sure they never have it, and just keep doing high damage sources to them as you're doing it. I don't normally have too much of an issue with them anymore. Isn't that actually what we're up against right now? Yeah. For the most part, my general strategy that I do for it is just rush them with enough damage. You can't really try protecting yourself when you do it. You have to control the board, and you have to do a lot of damage. You can't really buff up or do anything like that. One other thing that you can do is if you have a proper cleanse, you can also skull spam this team pretty easily. Obviously, you need to make sure your first slot is not entangled, but this team is pretty weak against skull spam. So if you're running a mercy-related skull spam team or something of the like, that would also end up working, like the standard Great Maul. We end up facing it in Guild Wars today, in slightly different order. But Great Maul, Inferno King, Great Maul, Mercy, Inferno King, Shagra combo would also work pretty decently against these. You have to make sure you, of course, remove the Entangle, but Mercy can easily do that off her ability that you end up having. And then once it reaches this point, a Skull Spam team cuts through that like butter. You don't really need to worry about much. Alright, we didn't get full mana there. It's a little bit unfortunate. He gets a little bit of poke, but we can just go for that and then easily kill it out with a single KrissTigger there. I still can't tell if KrissTigger is way above average or if that's just... I don't know if they were really intending that with it. Right now, KrissTigger is basically the strongest full AoE in the game at the moment, as far as how much damage it actually does, because of the boost ratio and everything. Let's see, that's a 24 plus a 2-to-1, which generally hits around the 30, which is quite large. What does Anointed One do? Anointed One, Asha, 2 times KrissTigger. Anointed One converts all green to red, if I'm not mistaken. Which, would you actually need that to counter them? Yes, because you need to get rid of the green. So yes, you could run with that if you really wanted to. You could also run with just a Anointed One Skull Spam team. It's not something I run too often, but it's really, really potent. He ends up gaining 2 of the best stats to attack and HP. The only thing that he doesn't really gain is magic, but his ability isn't really magic dependent. The whole thing with him is like you just keep converting everything that the Forest Troll does, and then you just get gigantic skulls, and then from there you basically just turn into a skull spam team. Again, the biggest issue with that though, trying to use him against it, is you have to watch out because of Entangle. If you are entangled, you will not gain attack buffs. So you would need to make sure you cleanse yourself with something. Also, KrissTigger, as we're doing right now, is pretty good against it because we can get rid of any color as we choose. Tyree is also pretty good against it for the exact same reason. But yeah, regardless of what he's needing at the given moment, we could just go right into a KrissTigger, denying it from him. The only slight issue that happens with the team I'm using now is I give board clear for him. Generally, you don't want to run with too much board clear against a Forest Troll, Double Track, and Queen Map team, because more often than not, you're board clearing to help them, not to hurt them. Because they like when the clear is nice, the board is nice and even, so they can get those blue and green alignments on the board. And once they start getting the board in their favor, a board clear is just gonna still make it worse for them, but it's not going to change the problem you have if they already have full mana on almost everything. That's why you need to actually deny out their stuff every single time. Make sure they don't have it like blues and stuff. Not against this team, obviously, but well, I guess it is still applicable. Green and blue are the 2 you need to deny on the other team, though. And occasionally purple, but mainly green and blue. Very rarely would you have the chance to ever aim it for purple against them. Yep, he got an extra turn out of nowhere. Please don't shield. No! Well, it looks like I'll need another cast now. We'll go for that. Get a Gorgolfa, get Dragon Soul, go from there, double KrissTigger. He's shielding way too much right now. Just trying to hit those gigantic 2 damages on us. Big hits right there. Okay, now we can just KrissTigger kill it. And we'll be good to go. And down it goes. Hello! Oh, wait, never mind, I already said hi. Any advice for a purple Guild War team defend, excluding Mythics? Oh, purple defend, excluding Mythics. Do you have fully traded Scion? Because you could go a drain, spam, purple, defend. Scion, Spirit Fox. And if you don't have Spirit Fox, you can go Nyx. And 2 others we need. Trying to figure out what you would actually need for that. Can't remember too many of them off the top of my head. But, yeah, let's pretty much just go purple. And go, like, basically all in on drain. So, Dracos would technically work, too. You go something along the lines, oh wait, never mind. You said for defend. I don't need to make them all purple. I thought you said for invade. My bad. My bad. My bad. I didn't realize you said defend. I'd still use a Scion for purple defend if you're not using it on any other day. You could do, you know what, we could still kind of go like that. I don't see why not. But that'd be more of a yellow day counter. If you wanted to go a purple day counter, you'd probably want to put a Mercy instead. Let me go clear these, actually. There we go. So let's actually go and completely scratch that idea. And you can just go a Mercy team into any of the really big hits. So we can go, don't want to go Great Maul. But then again, what on Purple Day really goes Impervious? Well, it's still enough that would be a problem. So you know what, let's just go Inferno King. Oh, you know what, we could actually just go Infernus itself. We could then just put an Infernus down and just go for pure damage centered around that. So we'd have our burn. Purple doesn't normally run too many immune to burns. Amnesia is actually probably one of the only things within Purple that even has immune to it. So you can get away with that a lot better. Oh wait, never mind. You said no mythics. Ah! That makes it so much harder for every single suggestion. We could always go with what I just said earlier too. Someone else actually ran it today. It's a nice classic. I don't know if you have everything for it. I'm actually going to go use it real quick in PvP. It's about the best scroll spam you can really get at the moment. There are a few other variants of different teams that you can do scroll spam related. It's my personal favorite though. But something along the lines of this ends up working out pretty well. You're a newer player to the game, so any pointers? Hello, Linda! New pointers for starting in Gems of War. Make sure to get yourself into a... Oh, well, actually, let's start from all the way at the beginning. So, first things first... Oh, wait. Why did I use this team? I meant to go... Ah! Whoops, this is not the team I meant to use. Fail. Okay, but pointers for starting out in Gems of War. So, let's see. First thing you want to do always is make sure you get 1.9k rating every single week in PvP if you can. This ends up giving you a lot of much-needed starter keys that will help you build up your troops that you have and actually obtain troops, get trait stones, stuff like that. Things to note is joining a guild as quickly or as soon as possible is generally really advised. You can basically just join whatever guild you want. Doesn't really matter when you first start out. As you progress through the game, you're going to want to find your way into a better guild. Guilds are one of the easiest ways in the entire game to get free resources by doing almost nothing. So they're generally highly advised to be within them because you get a lot of resources just for basically being there, even if you don't really contribute that much. As far as progressing from there, you will get guild seals from the guild, which you can also use to get even more stuff. You can save all your glory. Every glory that you end up getting, you'll want to use for the glory packs that you can get every single week. Every single week in Gems of War, there is a update on Monday, and this update ends up bringing new troops into the game, generally at least one, sometimes more. Like this Monday, there were 3 that were added, and most of these troops, if not all of them, are available through glory. And this is basically what you want to throw all your glory on because you end up getting the best value for them. They can be found underneath the shop screen, and is basically the only place you should ever spend any of your glory. So if you click on shop over here, and then if you click on the glory rewards, and as you can see, there's 2 of them this week. They did a Halloween event, so there's actually 3 that came out, 2 available through glory. And you can see you get a lot of resources. You get whatever the new troop is, you get 2 glory keys, 10 gold keys, 5,000 gold, an arcane, and 4 minor trait stones. And if it's a 400 glory pack, this generally means it's a higher rarity troop. In this case, it was an epic this week, and you end up getting 2 arcanes, which if you put it down to ratio, it's actually the cheapest way to get arcanes in the entire game whenever they have a epic pack, costing only 200 glory each. So it's definitely a good time whenever there is a 400 pack to stock up, because you end up accumulating a lot of arcane trait stones, which come into play later for upgrading higher tier troops and the last traits on many troops. Other than that, what other little tips of advice? Try staying in PvP as much as you can. PvP is the most profitable gold you can possibly do. The gold you actually accumulate, you'll want to put towards leveling your guild. Whenever you click on a guild and click over to Kingdom, you'll be brought to this screen where you can level up a guild. There would be a button here that says to spend some amount of gold, which will level it up by a level. This ends up giving you higher tribute chance, which whenever you check your home kingdom every single hour, there'll be a chance that you end up getting these rewards based on whatever kingdom it is. Gem Mastery, which helps your surge chance, which is basically just you gaining 3 additional mana whenever you take a 3 pair of that specific color. And once you get it all the way to level 10, which is one of the whole reasons for doing this in the first place, you'll end up getting a skill bonus. And this skill bonus applies literally everywhere except in Arena. And every single kingdom has different ones. The main guilds you're going, or the main kingdoms you're going to want to focus your gold on are all of the magic and attack kingdoms. Magic kingdoms include the magic you'll want to go for first. They include Blighted Lands, Darkstone, Zolkari, Karkaroth, and Silverglade. The attack kingdoms that you'll want to go for are all the attack kingdoms, which are Merlantis, Blackhawk. Oh, now I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Merlantis, Blackhawk, Pride Lands, Suncrest, and Fars of Thorns. I always forget those. I don't know why. But it's Merlantis, Blackhawk, Pride Lands, Suncrest, and Fars of Thorns. There we go. And yeah, I think I explained most of that. Oh, also, you'll want to save all the gems you ever get when you first start off to get this item right over here. This over here. Assuming you're not planning to spend $50 on the Death Knight armor. Oh, I can't click on it to see it. But assuming you're not going to spend $50 on that, this should be the first thing you really go for with your gems. It is 500 gems to get it, but it gives you a 100% gold bonus, 50% souls, 50% EXP. Really important to get that gold built up so that you can try getting yourself into a better guild as soon as possible, and also just get your kingdoms upgraded. And it should be basically your first priority, really, to try to unlock this armor. It is really, really good, and you can completely do it for free in about anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks of playing the game, or a month, depending on how much you play. But definitely within your first month should be one of your first month goals is get Dragon Armor, then eventually Celestial Armor as well. But yeah, if you need any other tips, feel free to leave them in chat. We always stream every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How do you up the power? Up the power on what? You mean like get your troops to higher stats? There are a couple ways that you can get your troops to higher stats. One is from using souls on them. That will be on this screen right here. It doesn't show up for me because I have nothing to actually level. But on this screen, you would normally be able to level up a troop using souls. Ascension can also level up troops. It makes them able to go additional level higher. Commons can go to 15, rares can go to 16, ultra rares can go to 17, epics can go to 18, legends can go to 19, and mythics can go to 20. And it also gives some small amount of stats when you end up doing this. You should never, ever, ever, ever disenchant troops. The only thing you should ever do is ascend them. Do not disenchant, only ascend. There's never any point to really disenchanting them. You always want to go for ascending first. Traits also make them stronger. You use trait stones, they end up getting additional perks onto the troop. All legends and mythics have a unique final trait that are unique only to that troop itself. All other traits can be on any troop. And there's one other thing. You said power level. Oh yeah, there's 2 other things that contribute to the power of your troops. It's your kingdom leveling, which I was describing, which gives you 1 additional stats. But you may notice mine says 2. There is additional way to gain even more, which is by the power of your kingdom. This is increased based on how many troops, traits, and levels you have within troops within that kingdom. It is a little bit hard to figure out what troop is within a kingdom as this current format of the game. Hopefully they will change that in the future. But if you're ever confused on which troop goes to which kingdom, go under the sorting under your troop list where it says all kingdoms and click on one specific kingdom. And this is the easiest way to really identify it. So let's say we have no clue what's in Adana, we want to know to go level up Adana. We can just click there, and as you can see, it brings up every Adana troop. If you're wondering which ones you don't have, you can click Show Unowned, and Show All, or Unowned. Unowned would show any of them that you don't have, which obviously would show nothing for me. But if you click Show All, it'll show all the ones that you do have, as well as all the ones you don't have. So that would probably be the best sorting for that. But yeah, I think that answers the question then. Oh, Kingdom Power, yeah. Kingdom Power comes from this page over here. I did a video on it. Let me go see if I can get a thing for it. 1 second. Let me go search that down. Kingdom Power, Kingdom Power. I did a video on that about 2 months ago, I think. Was really, really detailed. Let me just type in power. I don't know why Kingdom Power didn't bring it up. That's weird. Why is none of these coming up? Let's go try 5-star. What? Okay, let me go to my actual channel and search it. I believe if I go to my channel itself, that'll bring it up easier. Come on, YouTube. Why you no search? That's weird. One of those should have worked. I need to tag my stuff better, apparently, if I can't even find my own video. Power. I do try tagging them like crazy. It could have just been where I was searching it was not doing it correctly. Yeah, I think it... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think... There we go. There we go. Okay, I found it. The way I was searching it wasn't the right way. Aha! Okay, I found it. Here's the video on it. Everything you'll ever need to know about Kingdom Power. Sure, Kai. We can go try your team. What did you want me to go use? Just let me know. Just let me know and we'll go do it. Did you already mention it? Or did I miss it? Let's see. Hope you have been having a great birthday. Yes, I have been. Thank you, Candy. Gonna be mainly celebrating it tomorrow, though. And just as a heads up, I'm pretty sure most of you already know, though. We will be canceling the Stardew Valley stream tomorrow. Because I'm gonna be pretty busy. Well, it's going to be how it's spread out. I'm actually not going to be too excessively busy, but it's going to be like sporadic throughout the day to the point that I wouldn't actually be able to stream. But we're still going to be doing our normal Gems of War stream. It's only Stardew Valley we won't be doing. Did I miss anything else? May have one of Yeah, what's the team you wanted me to do, Kai? We can go do it. Message. Oh, you messaged on Facebook. Could you copy paste it here if you could? If you don't mind. I haven't checked Facebook in like ages. But yeah, just copy paste it here and I can go do it real quick. My Facebook messages are buried beneath all my other Facebook messages that I never ever check. I can go check it real quick if it's like one of the most recent ones that have been sent to me. Let me see. But yeah, Facebook is like the last place you should ever message me, ever. Let's see. I don't know which one is you. Let's see. Hey, someone said happy birthday to me on Facebook. Oh, there it is. I found your thingy. Aha! I found it. Where'd it go? Crude Club, Luther. I can't see what the other one is. Oh, Atlanta. And Salamander. Let's see. You'd probably want to rework some of that around, but it does seem like okay for early game. We'll go try it on. I'll go try it on one of the other battles here. I'm pretty sure you're using it with Warlord class. Can't actually switch my class at the moment though. Sure, we'll go run it against this, I guess. Yeah, let's go try it. Change it back to Warlord or to normal difficulty, so we don't get ridiculously crushed. But yeah, Luther Crude Club isn't too bad in early game. We can definitely mess around with it. Personally, I would say if you're running this all the way in early game, you'd probably be better off with Crude Club up front. I'm not quite sure if you have the trait on Luther. Assuming that you put in first slot, I would say yes. We'll go with that, put that there. And Atlanta and Salamander. Out of everything on this team, you definitely want to start replacing out the Salamander first. Okay, why is Atlanta not coming up? How do you spell her name? Isn't it Atlanta? Let's see. There's an easy way to find it. I don't know how to spell her name. There we go. Oh, I'm under weapons! No wonder why it's not coming up. Fail. Hate when I do that. But I would say go for the... Oops, let me clear that first. Now I forget what the other one is called. Great. Now I forget one name into another name. Oh, I know exactly what troop I'm thinking of, but I forget its name. Where'd it go? Pridelands, where are you? Getting everything's name tonight. Chimera! There it is. But you probably want to go Chimera instead of a Salamander. Not only is it stronger, but it's cheaper. So there's really no point in using Salamander. It's one of the weakest troops in the game, actually. So we'll go throw this down. Atlanta's on a solid... Oh no, she's on a 13. So I guess we'll give her a yellow. Just to get her up, mana up a little bit quicker. So we'll go for a red-yellow. The red is for the Crude Club. The yellow is for the Atlanta, of course. So we'll go red-yellow. Just get our damage up. And we'll roll it like that. I would switch my hero class, but we'll just leave it for now. Actually, I'm using Assassin. That's basically like using a... what's it called? A Warlord class, which is probably what you're using, I would assume. If not, you should definitely want to be. You unlock Warlord class from Broken Spire. It's the first hero class that you basically unlock in the game, and would end up helping you out a lot when using this team. Alright, so we'll go take that. Start getting Luther up. He gives a pretty big attack buff. What do we need to move? We could try for Brown Surge, so we'll go for that. Oh, didn't even get it. We'll throw, I guess, a skull to start killing out humility there. Oh, very lucky extra turn. We'll take that. Is Crude Club within damage range? Yes, it is. So I kind of want to take the red. He does get green out of it. It is for Spirit Fox, though, which isn't going to give him much value. But I still don't want to give it to him, so we're just going to go attack buff there. He does end up taking the red, which gives us the green that I was going to kind of give to him, but decided not to. Right here, we can go for Atlanta very easily, just to get that full AoE. I believe that might even be enough damage to go kill it here. No, it's only 21. Atlanta actually has one of the lowest full AoEs. I really wish they would lower her mana cost or do something with her. She's pretty outdated. She hasn't been touched since the game was released, and she has fallen behind quite a bit. Though, as a newer player, she's one of the only full AoEs you even have as an option to really use. You get her for free from completing Divinian Fields. Let's see. They definitely need a buffer, though. Maybe the next Divinian Fields update will do something to her. Go throw that down. I have Chimera right now. I should probably double... Oh, never mind. It lost its mana. That's particularly good in early game, by the way. Which is one of the other reasons that I would suggest switching over to it. It ends up not only burning, but also poisoning, both of which are extremely, extremely good when first starting out. I think we are going to lose here, mainly because the composition of this team is not really made for endgame whatsoever. Not to the slightest. Well, we'll go move that over. Go take the skull down. Still have a chance, though. I'll move that over. No mana that we actually accumulate from that, but let's start trying to kill out this first slot before it actually gets a cast down. There's no way I can actually do damage to stop that, and I think we lose to that damage then. So he'll do his thing. And, well, we get to live for one more turn. The only way we could possibly win this is if Assassin trait triggers on 10%. Oh, nope. And, of course, the Dragon Soul would revive for, like, the third time. And that's match. Test Def team. The Wolf, the GS, the FG, and the Queen Aurora. The Umber... I'm trying to translate what you just said. Umber Wolf, Giant Spider, Forest Guardian, and Queen Aurora. I didn't mean to click battle. No. I meant to switch team. I hate that they did that. They made the button the exact same color and everything. The one that starts the battle is the same button that edit the team. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's go and switch this to what you just said. So an Umber Wolf. Oh, I forgot. I need to type in Umber with a W. W. And Giant Spider. The Giants. Get that. Get a Forest Guardian. That is not Forest. I can't type. There we go. Forest Guardian. And Queen A. There we go. Get a... I need +2 green, I believe. Wait, what are we missing? We're missing brown. What's the minus brown banner? +2 red, +1 yellow. That won't work. Is there any other banner that does minus brown that I'm thinking of? No, I don't think there's any other one. So we'll just go for a double blue, I guess. I mean, why did I say double blue? I meant double green. Get that in there. And yeah, let's see what this does. Oh, isn't this that loop team? Wait, weren't we using this before? Pretty sure we were using this before, weren't we? If not, it is really similar. Yeah, I believe we were using this exact team before. Though it was also suggested by someone. It might have been the same person suggesting it twice, who knows. Go throw that down. Move that over. Yeah, I specifically remember using this team. Let's see. I forget who the first person was who suggested it, though. Maybe it's making its rounds. So we'll go move that up. Just get a little poke. Not really the poke that we need. We just need a better board setup to actually get this rolling. Let's go convert this out so we can try getting a Forest Guardian. Need to go get this on green soon, too. Problem is there isn't really much alignment, but we're going to go for it. Oh, the miss. Ow. Come on, we need that Forest G. You can actually win this. We have, like, no attack now with a skull spam oriented team. That's never good. I might just have to start casting on him because we have basically negative attack at this point. Well then, that's not good. Yeah, let me just start damaging him. If nothing else, we can keep replacing this out to get full damage back. Now we do 40. So it's like he never even did all that to us a billion times over. Which is kind of nice. So we'll go take a green here. And hopefully get a nice giant spider. Very nice right there too. Brown to green does not have alignment. Purple to skull has a whole entire row, or column I should say. There we go. So move that over, move that over, move that over. And we do have the Dark Storm. Is that enough damage? No, that's 50 damage. Close. Not all the way though. We will throw that though. And now we get a bat, so it doesn't matter. Anything we do at this point will kill it. So we'll do that on greens. And just need to try getting the last little bit of alignment we need. Or did we already have it? No, we did not. Do we even have a giant spider? No, we did not. Okay, you know what? Let's just do that. And then next turn we can kill it. And that is definitely dead. Very much. Am I playing on PC? Yes, I always play on PC. This game is available on PC and mobile, both of which are cross-platform to each other. So if you play on one, like let's say you're playing on mobile now, you would be able to go play it on PC. And if you're playing on PC, you'd be able to play it on mobile. And you would still be able to play on the exact same account. There's also 2 other versions of the game, though they are both their own independent version, which are not playable on cross-platform. And those 2 are PS4 and Xbox One. So on any of those platforms, it's on Steam, it's on every version of a phone, and it's on PS4 and Xbox One. They may also eventually do Nintendo Switch. They did have like small plans for it, but they never really dedicated to it. I believe they want to get the game a lot more bug fixed and stuff like that before, and kind of like polished before they go and try doing that. But it was something that they did kind of mention at one point. Though it doesn't seem like they're going to be doing it anytime soon. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for the night. Thank you all so much for coming down. We'll be back same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be doing the new event, or going over it, I should say, the spoilers for it anyway. Of course, the day after we'll be going over the actual event. But yeah, I've heard some word that we might be getting 2 new hero classes too. So if that's true, we're going to have a lot of fun this Monday, and a lot of things to cover tomorrow night. Should be interesting. We haven't gotten hero classes for several months, I think it has been. It's been a really long time, and 2 really good ones too. One with the ability to silence, and one that's a dragon hero class, which a lot of people, including myself, have been wanting for a while, because it really opens up what will be possible with a 3 times or 4 times dragon team. So I'm definitely going to be messing around with that a lot, if that is indeed coming out this Monday. Where would you get shard crystals for the Soul Forge? Oh, all things from the Soul Forge you currently can only accumulate by one way, and that is you need to unlock the Drifting Sands Kingdom. You need to unlock this kingdom, do all the quests for this kingdom, and then you unlock dungeons. Dungeons are a event thing that you can play every single day. You can play these battles as many times as you want until you win them in a given day, but you can only win each one once per day. And then every single day it resets over. This is done at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or whatever your equivalent is to that. When the game resets, it resets these, and you can claim all of these to get those rewards, which are used within the Soul Forge. You can also either buy them or spend 50 gems to do either one of these once per day. Generally, I do this 50 gem one. The best day to do this 50 gem one is on Sundays, because that is Diamond Day, and it gives the best value of it. It's also the best day to do both of these if you wanted to do either of them. But yeah, if you only have the resources to do it every so often, I would say Sunday. Save it for the 50 gems for Sunday to do it, because that's when you get the best value. You get a Celestial, you get way more diamonds, you get like 80 diamonds, you get 1,000 shards, more souls, more everything pretty much. So yeah, that's basically where you get all of them. You also get some from guilds. And there's also going to be some kind of new feature in the future. Try saying that 5 times fast. Feature in the future. A new feature in the future that will be able to allow you to farm them. Currently, there is no way to really farm them if you want to, like, let's say, play for 3 hours and then get them the entire time. That is currently not possible. There's a limit to how many you can get per day. That will be lifted eventually with some kind of mini game or some kind of new format or something. We'll see exactly what they do. They haven't really said much about that. Also, one other notice, this Monday night, they are going to be doing the Q&A on basically just answering all the community questions. They've been starting to do that about once a month now or so. I've just been more like once every couple weeks, actually, like 2 or 3 weeks. But another one of those will be this Monday. I'll make sure to summarize that on Monday night the best I can. I'm actually going to take notes this time so we do cover everything that they cover. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming down. I will see you all, I guess, tomorrow night then. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekends. Best of luck if you're still going to be opening up event keys for anything or just keys in general. Of course, there is currently 2 mythics exclusively in things right now. There's the mythic in the event keys, the Draculus, which we actually got lucky enough to get on our other account earlier. For any of you that saw that, the video will be up soon. And we also ended up getting, or the other thing is currently all other chests, other than event keys, so Glory Gem, VIP, stuff like that, all have the current mythic in them, which is that one Scorpion thing. Is it worth getting the Scorpion? No. Is it worth trying to get a Draculus? Yes, if you haven't already got in Crimson Bat and Umber Wolf to mythic. So do keep that in mind. So anyways, guys, thanks for coming by. I'll see you all later. Have a good weekend. And thanks for stopping by. Goodbye.